After years of negotiations, the Spokane City Council approved a contract with the local police union.
Is this a perfect contract? No. But I know that we're all ready to move forward.
Up ahead, more on what is included and what changes the public can expect to see.
And we're taking you outside on this Tuesday morning and talking a warm forecast that continues as we head into the middle of the week.
And this morning, we're getting our most revealing account of why Prince Harry and Meghan Markle made the extraordinary decision to step back from their royal duties.
Up with KREM begins now.
Good morning. Thank you for sticking with us this morning here on Up with KREM. Idaho's only active glacier finally has a name. The ice mass on the north slope of Mount Bora has officially been named Bora Glacier. The glacier is only about 30 acres in size. That's actually small in terms of other glaciers. It was originally discovered in 1974, and it's still the only documented active glacier in the Gem State. I wonder if we had put it to a vote in the public, Jen, if it had been like Glacier McGlacier face or something like that.
Kind of how we've been naming our plows over here in Washington.
Yeah, probably for the better.
Man, can't trust people on the internet.
That's very accurate. But I love that we're learning something a little new. I had no idea that Idaho even had an active glacier, so pretty cool. That's really cool.
Really cool, and maybe something to go visit, but you know, you get into summer and you don't want anything to do with glaciers. Pro tip right there, because each summer you're going to melt off a lot of the snow that's on some of those glaciers and you get calving even on the smaller ones, so it is dangerous at times. So from a distance, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's during the summer, you said?
Yeah, basically, and you know, we're basically in summer now, right?
Feels like it.
All right, maybe not.
36 degrees if this is summer.
compared to single digits, Dana Marie.
Dana Marie, I came from Alaska. This is a summer morning in Alaska.
Okay,
it's
fair.
36 degrees and you go, ooh, it's shorts weather outside. Not saying you should wear shorts. Not saying it.
Maybe you have to wait till Friday.
Yeah. And Friday, I might even put on some shorts. And here's the reason why. We're starting out today with temps in the mid-30s. And as we get into the afternoon, temps are set to climb. We are going to warm up. But right now, nobody should wear shorts. It's temps in the mid-30s as we kick things off this morning. A little bit of cloud cover across much of the inland northwest. That's helping keep our temperatures pretty mild to start the day. We are going to see a mix of clouds and sun throughout the day today. You can see some of those becoming more pronounced as they push into the middle part of the state. So we are going to watch it. For us here, well, I think we get a break in those throughout the morning, and then we'll see more of those clouds move in later on today. And hey, here's how this breaks down. We got a few clouds. There's no doubt about that. That's thanks to what's going on in the atmosphere up over our heads. But tomorrow we clear out and see even more sunshine. Today, despite some of those clouds, we're going to watch temperatures climb up to about 51 degrees. That's slightly warmer than where we were yesterday. Maybe not quite the brilliant sunshine that we took through the middle part of the day, but still warm nonetheless. And later on this week, telling you, Jen, warm enough that I might even put on the shorts.
I mean, you put the top down when it's like 40 out, so I am expecting you in a tank top and shorts by Friday.
Oh yeah, I'm going to be walking around. People are going to be like, that man needs a tan, but hey, we all got to start somewhere.
Everyone, just have your shades with you.
There you go.
You see Jeremy walking down the street. All right, Jeremy, thank you. 6:32 now. Well, this morning, the Spokane City Council has approved a new contract with the Spokane Police Guild. Those negotiations lasted 4 years.
Yeah, last year the contract really became a point of contention as local leaders and protesters called for stronger independent oversight of police.
Now, last year, the City Council unanimously rejected a proposal, but last night, the Council approved a new deal worth about $9.5 million. Most of the contract surrounds pay.
Yeah, the new contract is mostly retroactive, though. It covers 2017 through 2021, which means officers haven't gotten a raise in years. Approving this contract means the city will start doling out some of the back pay that they've been saving up in anticipation.
Now, the public is also can expect more power for the police ombudsman in the new deal. The lack thereof prompted protests in years past.
Under the current rules, the power of that office is pretty limited. The ombudsman can mostly just refer complaints to internal affairs, and then monitor IA's investigation, possibly offering up some feedback along the way.
Now, under the new contract, the ombudsman will have more access to evidence, and it will give the ombudsman's deputy and staff more power. It will also allow the office to monitor a wider variety of investigations, not just the most serious cases.
Another big change, it makes it clear that the only person who can fire the ombudsman is the Ombudsman Commission, and the only person who can fire any commissioners are city council members. The fifth and the final change, the biggest change really, is that the ombudsman now has explicit authority to issue a public statement about investigations that he monitors, detailing exactly what he found. In the past, he was limited in terms of what he could say publicly, but these changes were evidently enough to sway all 7 council members from their no votes to yes votes.
Actually happened from his point of view. It's not a judge. He's not speaking for the city, but he's a professional and has access. And that's really what people wanted.
It was a long, rocky path to get to this point. Some people are going to say, as we heard tonight, we didn't do enough. And some will say this goes too far. I believe it's the correct balance.
The mayor also expressed her support of the contract.
So this contract meets the dual needs of the community, to show support for its police officers, and also to gain greater clarity on civilian oversight.
Now, since the contract has been so delayed, a new one will have to start being negotiated at the end of this year. Many on the council say that they hope that they can continue to strengthen oversight in the future.
6:35 now. Well, the Johnson & Johnson COVID-19 vaccine is on its way around the country, and that's expected to be available in Washington in a few weeks. Leaders at Kaiser Permanente say they will target rural communities and communities of colors first with that new vaccine. Studies show both are lagging in vaccinations. They say they are playing catch up to reach people who cannot get appointments, and they say the one-dose vaccine will help.
For populations that don't have the ability to come into a clinic, to a vaccine clinic, to get one of the other vaccines, this is something that we'll be able to take out to those places.
Well, Kaiser Permanente will also make a plan using guidance from the state. Joshua Robinson joining us now with a closer look at that vaccine.
Yeah, Jen, if it is fully approved, the new vaccine remains only good for adults 18 and older. Unlike the Moderna and Pfizer vaccines, which use 2 shots each, Johnson & Johnson only requires 1 dose and just needs to be refrigerated, not a freezer. Now, initially, 3 to 4 million doses will be shipped as early as Monday. Johnson & Johnson expects 20 million doses to be distributed by the end of March and 100 million by the end of June. Now, if Johnson & Johnson does get that final approval, then combined with the other 2 companies, there will be enough vaccine doses by the end of March to vaccinate about 130 million adults. That's about half of the U.S. adult population. By the end of June, that number climbs to about 400 million doses. That would be more than enough for the nation's adult population. Dana Marie?
Trending online, we got a first look at Meghan Markle and Prince Harry's interview with Oprah Winfrey, and you better believe people on social media are going crazy over it. The royal couple is ready to tell their story, but on their own terms. Oprah made it clear that no topic is off limits. So we're getting our most revealing account of why Prince Harry and Meghan Markle made the extraordinary decision to step back from their royal duties. Now, Prince Harry is comparing their own experience to what his late mother, Princess Diana, faced decades ago.
I'm just really relieved and happy to be sitting here talking to you with my wife by my side, because I can't begin to imagine what it must have been like for her going through this process by herself all those years ago, because it has been unbelievably tough for the 2 of us, but at least we had each other.
Winfrey asks about a breaking point likely tied to the couple's decision to leave the UK, something comedian James Gordon also discussed with an interview with Harry last week.
We all know what the British press can be like, and it was destroying my mental health. I was like, this is toxic. Yeah. So I did what any husband and what any father would do, is like, I need to get my family out of here.
Well, Oprah Winfrey is shown asking Meghan very pointed questions, asking if she was silenced. Her answers yet to be revealed. She is also pregnant with her 2nd child. You can see that 2-hour special this Sunday, March 7th, only on KREM. A lot of people excited for this exclusive interview, as it is the first time that they're really hearing them speak pretty candidly about their experience.
Yeah, there's so much mystery around the royal family. You know, we always are so fascinated by these royal weddings. We are fascinated by watching the way that they portray themselves. But Jen, it seems like we're going to get some really interesting kind of reveals.
Yeah, you know, and they had done a year trial period kind of separating themselves from the royal family, and that just ended here a few weeks ago. So it's no surprise to me that this interview is happening now that they're officially split from those duties. So I'm very curious what they will have to say and if they're following some of the guidelines that they had to follow while they were working royals. I guess we'll have to wait and see.
I'm so confused by what it all means, and hopefully this offers a little more clarity as to what it was, what it is, and what it's going to be. That's really what I want to know.
We'll have to tune in. It was supposed to be 1 hour, but now it's 2 because it's that juicy.
Too many juicy details. They have all the tea.
2 juicy hours of tea.
You know what I'm doing Sunday night.
Yeah, absolutely, Jen.
All right,
Oh,
it
it's
is
me.
6:40 now. Go ahead, Jeremy.
Oh, it's me. Hey, I'm up. All right, I was just drinking the juicy tea, but coming up, I've got some hot tea, and that's the forecast. We're warming up this week. Ooh, shorts by Friday? Depends on who you are. I'll walk you through it after the break.